All right, guys, sorry it's been a while since I've been here. A lot of things have been going on. One of the main things I want to touch in this video is the onboarding process. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute because I got to spend a week down in Seymour, Indiana with the fleet development facilitators with the new program that they've started in the past 6 months to a year and all that. But first off, the first thing I want to say is a lot of you guys have had a problem looking for a place to put someone as a referral, whether it be me, Tyler, one of these other guys that you see on YouTube. It doesn't matter to me who you use. I greatly appreciate it when you use me. One of the reasons I haven't done a video in a while is the basement that I was using at my house. We had a septic backup and it flooded my basement. My basement is currently nothing but concrete floors, brick walls, and the framing for new walls. We had to gut the entire basement. We had to replace the entire septic system from the house all the way out. We had tree roots that grew up into the pipes, caused some clogs, and it's been a disaster. I've spent all my free time downstairs demolishing the basement, redoing the basement. It's expensive, it's exhausting, and it's part of the reason I haven't been here. So for those of you that have used me as a referral, I think I'm up to 12 this year, which is great. Thank you. I would be so screwed without you guys right now, because all the money that I've gotten for the referrals is going into fixing that basement. The other thing I did at the beginning of the year is I started getting a couple referrals. Is my stepdad, who is basically like my father to me, hasn't seen his sister since he was 13 years old, and he's 64 now. She lives in Hawaii, and she's on the third island, not the one that was on fire. And I bought him airline tickets and stuff so that he could go see his sister. He's actually going for his birthday here at the end of September, and I'm probably going to be going with him. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you that have used me as a referral. If you plan on using me as a referral, I'm going to greatly appreciate that too, because I've got a lot of work to do. But on the application, there is no spot for a referral. What they've done is they've asked a question that says, do you know anybody that works at Walmart? That's where you want to put my name. If you want to put my number, it's 37783. Also, in my frequently asked questions guide, when you guys email me or contact me, whether you use me as a referral or not, I send you a pre-trip guide that's very similar to the one you're going to get in class, so you can get studied on that ahead of time and be ahead of the curve. I send you a frequently asked questions guide. You guys ask questions such as, how does slip seating work? Do I have to take the vaccine? Does Walmart do this? Does this? I have a frequently asked questions guide. You guys can get that guide. Most of the questions are answered there. If you guys have a question and I don't answer it, please do two things. One, type it in the comments of the video. I get alerted when I get comments on the videos, and I do my best to answer them in the video because other people may have the same question, and I've noticed that people will like that question or my response to those questions. Or email me. My email I put in the comments down below, but it's drkaraokedj@gmail.com, and that's drkaraokedj@gmail. I've had that email for 25 years because I used to run a mobile DJ business in Northwest Indiana around Chicago for about 15 years, and it's just the email I've always used. So send me questions there if you don't get an answer in the YouTube, and I'll do my best to help you there. I've also been a little bit busy because I'm helping the Gas City Walmart restart the Walmart Heart program. If you're not familiar with Walmart Heart, basically what it is we take a child in the community who like might be Children's Miracle Network or the Wish Foundations, anything like that, any child who's in a desperate need. We take that child, we put them in a truck, we do a parade. All the drivers take up a collection. We all get in the parade. We go to a local store. They have a big party. They make them an honorary driver. And we just do a lot of things for that child and that family to the best of our abilities. So we're working on that as well. So my plate has been extremely full. So, but if you have questions or you need help, I've still got most of the recruiters. Some of them have moved around. But I've got most of the recruiters that I can email and help you guys out with stuff. So if you need anything, let me know. Whether you use me as a referral or not, I try to help everybody, which is one of the other things. I have been slammed. I probably get 10 to 20 emails a day, which is fine. I'm not saying don't email me, and I'm not saying that to make you guys feel like you can't approach me. I'm just saying that if I don't get back to you within an hour or 2 or 3, maybe it might be the next morning or the next night when I get done driving, but I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll help anybody that needs it if you ask. So as far as the onboarding, here's some things that I want you guys to know. It is now easier to get on at Walmart than ever before. And I'm going to give you a little breakdown of how everything went. But the reason I say it's easier to get in now than ever before, you still have to have 30 months experience. You still have to do all the things you had to do before. You still got to be able to drive. You can't have any accidents within the last 5 or 10 years. You still got to do all those things. On the website, it tells you what you need to be able to qualify. The reason I say it's easier is because when I went through 2.5 years ago, whatever it was, you got the 1 week, you tested on Thursday. If you didn't pass, you tested on Friday. That was it. You were done. About 50% of the people made it at that point in time. Now the success rate is almost 90%. And here's what they're doing. If you can drive, if you can pass the driving portion, they're going to offer you this thing called finishing school. Finishing school is for those who need help, a little bit of help with the backing or a little bit of help with the pre-trip. So if you guys are stressing out about the pre-trip, don't. If you got my guide, you're going to get a guide from the school. They're going to give you 3-4 days to work on it. You're going to have time. And that now they don't just show you on day 1, like I've mentioned in my previous videos, but on day 2, they take everybody out there. They show you again, but they slow it way down. They break things down. They explain things. They also do a lot more, I want to call it assisting or helping, but when you get done with a test or you get done with a practice, they give you a little bit of feedback. Hey, work on naming the parts better, or work on knowing what this is, or being more consistent, or whatever the situation is that you're having an issue with. They are there to help you. They're not there to fail you. It's not as boot camp-ish as it was in the past, but they still need to make sure you know what you're doing. And a lot of you guys ask me when you get my pre-trip guide, you're like, oh my God, do I got to name all these parts? Yes and no. What they want you to do is they'll ask you to group things together. Like they say, okay, I'm checking the inside of the tire, the top of the tire, the tread, the outside of the tire for no ABCs, abrasions, cuts, or bulges or cuts. They'll let you group things together. Like on the suspension, you'll say, okay, I'm checking the spring hanger, the springs, the U-bolts, the, blah, blah, blah. All those parts, I'm going to check to make sure that they're not bent, broken, or missing. You're going to group all those together. And when you group them together and you do them from left to right, top to bottom, and you do them in a logical order, you have a much less, you're less likely to forget anything. And it's going to help you pass. And again, if you don't, but you can drive, and by drive, I mean you don't hit a curb and you don't do more or less than 5 miles an hour over the speed limit or under the speed limit, you're pretty much good. As long as you can drive and not break any rules or laws or anything like that, they'll offer you finishing school for the pre-trip and for the backing. When I was down at Seymour on Monday, they showed you how to do the pre-trip. They They showed you how to do the backing, and everybody got a chance to try it. Most people messed it up horribly. I think the day I was there on Monday, out of 16 or 17 people, all but 2 hit the trailer. It is what it is. They have the course, which you guys, if you watch my backing video, the course is the same. Nothing's changed. They're a little more helpful, and they now have finishing school. So on Tuesday, they're going to take you out. They're going to show you everything again. They're going to have you do it again. You're going to practice another day. Wednesday, they're going to have everybody out there. They're going to have everybody practicing again. You're going to get 3 full days of practice. By the time Thursday came around, almost every single person was able to pass the backing or the pre-trip, or they just had a little bit of a hiccup where maybe they timed out but they didn't hit the trailer, or maybe they hit the trailer, or maybe they just didn't do it very quickly, because I think they give you 20 minutes to do the entire backing maneuver, and some people would take 18 minutes. If you do it in 18 minutes, they may ask you to come to finishing school. You did it successfully. They're not saying you failed. They just need you to brush up on some techniques or things like that. So finishing school is not a bad thing. You'll come back on that next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and at the end of that week, I don't know anybody who's failed finishing school. I've never heard of anybody failing finishing school. So yeah, it is what it is. As long as you can drive, they make it super easy. It's almost a 90, I think it's 87% success rate right now. So if you guys need my pre-trip guide, the frequently asked questions guide, or my schedules guide, I send you 3 things. Let me know if you can't open them. I've had a few people recently tell me, oh, it didn't open, or I couldn't get it to open. Let me know. I don't know why all of a sudden this is becoming an issue, or maybe just people have never told me in the past, but I will do my best to fix it or send it to you in another way however I can do it to work for you. So if you've got any questions, type them down below or send me an email. Either way is fine. I will try to get to them the best I can. Email is the way that I will see it the most, but you can help other drivers and other people if you put it in the comments down below. And if you want to do both, I'm perfectly okay with that. I will answer both. You probably get the same answer in both locations, but by putting it here, you may help another prospective driver. So that's it. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get my paperwork. As you guys can see, I'm at work today. I decided to make this video real quick just because a lot of you guys have been asking me, hey, I hope you're okay. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for the videos, yada, yada, yada. So I just wanted to do this real quick to give you an update on the onboarding. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. It's a good time. I think when you guys get done, you're going to have fun. You're going to learn some things, and you're going to go, well, that wasn't as bad. That's what everybody's saying now. It wasn't that bad because it's a lot easier. Well, I guess I should stop saying it's easier. They're more helpful now than they were before, so more people pass. I'll put it that way. So hope you guys have a great day. Hope to see you out there on the road. Hopefully I'll see you in a Walmart white shirt.